When I was single, I approached over 2,000 women in 5 years. It was awkward, embarrassing, and I got rejected more times than I can even count. However, I learned a ton, and this has led me to meet my now wife. Here are the 13 lessons that I learned from approaching all those women. Number 1, a woman only rejects you if you give her a reason to. So the big idea here is less is actually more. If you're trying too hard, if you're trying to fill silences with a bunch of nonsense, it's just not going to work. Women are wired to react to something that they don't like. So go into interactions with less is more. Number 2, always end the conversation first. This is going to be the key to showing that you are not desperate. Most guys would just kind of wait around and talk as long as they possibly can to try to keep on building attraction, but instead, let her be thinking about you a little bit. And the only way to do that is to be the one to end the conversation. Number 3, this is crucial. Earn her respect, not her approval. The biggest mistake I made was trying so hard and being the nice guy to get someone to like me, doing things for them, trying to do maneuvers that I think would get them to like me, but then it's going to show a weakness and they're actually going to start to disrespect you. So attraction comes after they have built respect for you. Number 4, making more statements than asking questions. Making a statement shows a man who is a leader and not just a boring guy who's in an interview. So instead of asking, do you like this place? You can say, you know what? I think this place is totally your vibe. Number 5, coming back to what I said a little bit from number 1, is awkward silence can be a good thing. A man who is comfortable in a silence means that he is more confident. Doesn't have to fill the void with a bunch of mumbo jumbo. Silences happen in conversation, even ones that happen with your friends. So just let them happen. In fact, when there is a silence, it actually builds a little bit more tension and a little bit more suspense as the conversation continues. We'll actually talk about tension in just a little bit, so remember that. Number 6, pickup lines do matter, but not in the way that you're probably thinking. It's not so much the words and what you're saying, but how you're conveying your personality, the tonality, and just being able to start the conversation. You want to make it easy for her to reply to you, so you don't want some cheesy pickup line, but making it as simple as possible so she can respond and so you can just get a conversation going. Bottom line is, most women will not remember how you started the conversation, just that you started it in general, which is number 7. She's never going to remember how you started the conversation. And I'm saying this as one of the main points is because guys overthink what to say and you just need to get going. So number 7 is that she's not going to remember what you say, but she will remember how you made her feel. And all women are remembering the feelings that they had with the guy she was with. Simply going up to a woman and even just saying hello in a very confident and fun and vibrant manner is just enough because she's going to be looking at your energy and your vibe versus the word hello. Number 8, let's talk about tension. Remember how I said we were going to come back to this. Tension is one of the most important things in a conversation with a woman because when you build tension or sexual tension, then you can start to create an atmosphere in which she can actually be attracted to you. Most guys don't do this. I remember when I was starting off doing approaches, I was so scared to build tension. So tension is flirting or showing my interest, even subtly. I didn't want to do that because I was so afraid of getting rejected. And I thought I had to play it cool and I had to come in more sly and not show any sort of interest so I wouldn't get her into a position to reject me. I had to make sure I was preserving my ego. I even thought a woman would probably respect me if I didn't hit on her. I'm facepalming right now because I'm realizing how ridiculous it sounds, but you might be going through that too. You think, I don't want to push it too far. I don't want to flirt too much because if she really knows that I'm interested or I'm hitting on her, then everything's going to fall apart and she's going to think that I'm some creep or some sleazeball. But in fact, it's the exact opposite. It might feel awkward to you, it might feel weird, but this is actually the beginning of creating attraction. And it's what every interaction needs to be a breeding ground for attraction and for her to say, oh, wait a minute, I think I might like this guy. Tension is just a few degrees away from attraction, and so you need to have it in every interaction. Number 9. Always lead with entertaining and interesting conversation. I remember before I even give myself the challenge of going and approaching a lot of women, I just wanted to have a lot of deep and meaningful conversation. And don't get me wrong, there is a time and a place to have that kind of conversation. But when you first meet a woman, when you're first doing an approach, it should be light and playful and fun. So before you start asking about her deepest, darkest desires and her passions and all that stuff, just have fun with it. Tease her a little bit. Talk about anything that you're doing right now that's just interesting to you. This entertaining factor comes from you having fun in the conversation and not just waiting for her to bring the fun, nor having to go down a very deep hole of conversation that's so intense. You have to understand, again, women are going to be attracted to, remember the conversation when she can feel something. So when you're bringing some teasing, you're being playful in conversation, you're making things light, that's going to be fun, flirty, a positive vibe, and she's going to remember that. Yes, she might feel something if you're talking about something more deep, more thoughtful, but again, that can come after. First, start to make it fun. Number 10 is what I call gentle dominance. This means not being controlling or being too aggressive. It just means the person who's making decisions, who is decisive, who is in control, who is leading the interaction. Women want that leadership. They want you to be the one to approach. They want you to be the one to make conversation. They want you to be the one who has decisions made in his life and they know where he's going and where the interaction between you and her is going. This makes her feel more feminine because she's in the presence of someone masculine, and that's what dominance is, a masculine trait that can make her feel comfortable and secure. When I started to lead interactions, I could tell that women felt more comfortable and even attracted around me. The reason why is because I wasn't sitting there waiting for them to make the next move. I was making the next move. I was doing what I wanted in the interaction. And that made me feel more comfortable, knowing that I wasn't having to be desperate and wait around for her to lead, which she was never going to do anyways. And boy, did I screw up a lot of approaches in the very beginning when I wasn't being the one who was leading things. And it's not about being loud or aggressive. It's actually the opposite. It's about being calm and present and secure, especially when adversity happens. And she's gonna love that. Because when you can do things calm and in a stoic manner, and you're leading in that stoic manner, she is going to just say, wow. Because most people cannot do that. Number 11, her passion for you can never exceed your passion for life. I'm gonna say that again. Her passion for you can never exceed your passion for life. One of the biggest game changers was realizing how much passion matters. And what I mean is the passion you have in your life. From the moment you wake up to the moment you're in bed, what is it that is filling your day up that you are passionate about? And hopefully there is something. If there's not, something to work towards. Is it your career, your hobbies, your friends, your goals, your habits? I remember when I was getting really down because I was doing a string of approaches and it wasn't really going well. And I was realizing I was so much more focused on getting the girl to like me rather than just enjoying the interactions because it was part of my life that I already loved. And that I didn't have to be outcome dependent on what was going to happen in the interaction with the woman because I was on my path and purpose and I was doing things in my life that I enjoyed. One of them actually being just the process of going out and learning how to meet women. So I started to care less about what happened in the interaction. And what do you know? That's when the interactions got more smooth. The more passion you have in your life, the more passion she can have for you. Women want to know that you have that passion and zest for life. Number 12, rejection isn't failure. It's just a shortcut to success. Most guys don't look at rejection properly. Rejection is the fast track to success because if you're getting rejected more, that means you're taking action. And if you're taking action, then you're doing things that can get you better at whatever it is that you're doing. So if you're going out and learning how to approach women and you're only getting rejected a couple times per week, that tells me you're not trying hard enough. Either you're not doing enough approaches or you're not building enough tension. You're not putting yourself out there. And to get real with you, I'm glad that I approached, over 2,000 women in 5 years, but that was even overkill. I didn't have to do that many. I could have built enough confidence in gotten results with doing less, but I really just fell in love with the process. Because for me, I realized if I wasn't going to be getting better at approaching, I wouldn't have been able to get over that fear of what women thought about me and what people thought about me. Once I started to reframe rejection and realize that if I got rejected 50 times even in a week, then that means that that is 50 approaches that I would have done more than zero. And I can take lessons and extract lessons from each and every one of those approaches and continue to get better. I looked at more of the process rather than what the outcome was. Number 13, you don't need confidence to build confidence. Let me explain. There is this aspect of fake it till you make it, but confidence is built through taking action. Confidence is not something that you just kumbaya yourself on a couch. You have to go and take action in order to get that confidence. It's like going to the gym. You don't need to be strong first before lifting the weights. It's the weights that actually make you stronger. In this case, it's the approaches and the interactions and the rejections and the failures and the fun times that are going to actually build that massive confidence and make you feel better brick by brick by brick by approach by approach by approach. Confidence isn't the requirement to get started, it's the result of getting started. These are the lessons I learned from approaching 2,000 women in 5 years. But don't take my word for it. Go out there. Try this for yourself. The more you apply, the more you get rejected, the faster you're going to see results over time. If you're feeling stuck or lost, I just hope that any of this gives you a boost in the right direction.